just a quick little update. So first, from looking at it, you can see I outfitted it with the TLR1S, the strobe light. It's 160 lumens with the strobe feature and on off. It sticks out a lot on the 229, but I got this at a good price, and I want to keep this as my home defense pistol. Also, if you can see, I put the stainless steel guide rod from guiderods.net in there, and I also buffed out the barrel, so you can see that's a pretty good look on there. Let me take this off. I just did this so you guys can see the barrel. Oop. And there you can see it all tricked out. I'll go ahead and take that off. I kind of like how that came out, but you can see it scratches up a lot. Let's give you guys a look here. I think it looks nice. I also put these factory Sig wood grips on it. Not only is it a looker, now it's a little slippery, you know, it's not the best for combat shooting, but it's a hell of a looker. But the extra weight not the extra weight, the extra dimension, because it's a thicker grip, actually made it better for me, a better feeling grip for me on the pistol. Also what I did was let me get in a better position here. So also what I did was I put the short reset trigger on here, and I'll show you. So we'll shoot. Oh, that didn't work. Short reset trigger. I put the short trigger on here. So that's about the upgrades I did. So I buffed out the barrel. Take a nice look at that. This is the part that I'm not too ecstatic about. I think if I could have done it over then, I would have left this portion of it with that blue on it, or whatever that finish they put on the barrel. But I love how that looks right there, the black on the polished stainless steel. I think that looks great. Didn't mess with the function of the firearm at all. I still put a bunch of rounds through it at the range, no problem. And I think it's a completely better looker on there, right? I mean, they look beautiful out the box, but just with those little changes, makes it look great. As I said, so I did put the short reset trigger, the short trigger in there. It was a little difficult. I made a video, but it kind of was, you know, anybody watching it would have just been more confused than anything, because it was my first time doing it. So I might do it again. It was a kind of a bitch, but I might do it again just because it's easy and it saves you like 50-60 bucks. Let's see. So what else I did was I ordered the trusty 229 357 Sig barrel. I was able to put a bunch of rounds through it, and it looks brand new. I just put it back in the box for the video, but I did put, there she is. I put about I put 50 rounds with the 357 Sig so far. It's a great round. It's a loud, you know, the recoil wasn't bad, but you can feel the power of that round. So what I got here was a bunch of 357 Sig ammo. Now this stuff is expensive. Let me tell you that. It's like shooting. It's a little more than 357 Magnum. You know, you could get 357 Magnum for like 25 bucks. For 357 Sig, you're paying like 30 bucks a box for standard ammunition, which actually I got this on sale at Bass Pro Shops. It was like $25 a box, and this is 357 Sig, 125 grain, standard full metal jacket. This stuff I found at Cabela's, and this is the Lawman RHT for Spear, the law enforcement training ammo, and also the Federal Premium training ammo. Now, these are 100 grain bullets. The Spear is frangible, and I think what that means is that this thing completely deteriorates once it hits a backstop, like at the range. It's and it's also lead free, so the bullet looks a little different. But I figured, you know, I paid, these were on sale for $18.99. I think the regular price was $21.99. So this was the last box they had. Maybe that's why they had it on sale. Put that to the side. These, the standard price is 20 bucks. So you get 50 rounds for 20 bucks. It's also clean ammo. You know, there's no smoke when you're shooting it. If you're a reloader like me, the brass comes out almost looking like brand new. You don't even have to. You just throw it in the tumbler. It also has these different type of primers on there that are also less not corrosive, but dirty. And these two are also lead-free bullets, I believe. Not 100% on that. But these are standard 20 bucks, and every time I've gone into Cabela's, they have them. So these are great training rounds, you know. You can't beat that price. 20 bucks is like shooting 40. So 40 caliber. And then I also have these Winchester PDX-1 Defenders. And these were 20 bucks for 20. So they got the Hornady ones too, which are 20 bucks for 25. But I've heard a lot of good things about these, so I wanted to get them. Well, so that's my update on my Sig. Give you guys another look. I think that looks great. Look at that. Alright guys, let me know what you think.